Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
What's good? WCS back on the boulevard, man. First of all, as always, I want to give a big shout out to the supporters on deck. Captain Chaos in the building, man. What's going on with it, Wild Dog? I'm seeing you in a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was out there, goddamn, taking down prey. You know what I'm saying? Something. Get them that smoke, keep them suckers honest for real. Shout out to Captain Chaos on deck, man. Big Blunts and Boxing on deck. WCS, what's good? What's good? What's good with you? Shout out to Blunts in the building, man. So I'm going to give a little bit more time for some people to get on here. You know what I'm saying? You know, boxing is what it is. You know, the regular news is out there. You know, pretty much, you know, Tank and Ryan Garcia contract has been deemed sealed, you know, signed and delivered. Sealed, signed and delivered. But that's not what this live is about. I just want to goddamn give a little small breakdown of some of the behavior that goes on YouTube when people respond to certain things you do. Like, these are people that don't create content or anything, you know. So I guess they had a problem with what I said earlier about, you know, praising Gervonta Davis for being for doing 200 allegedly, you know, 200, you know, plus pay-per-view. Now, truth be told, that's his money. That's his pay-per-view. That's what he has going on in his boxing career. There's nothing you and I can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, you had several other sources. You know, the Rick Glaser coming out first and saying 61K, and then some more sources coming over the top. I don't consider ES News as a source. I'm going to leave him out. All right? I'm going to leave him out. Because if anybody is going to speak on, you know, how they say people are out here deriding and all that, they never can say WCS is that guy, only because I speak of a name on the YTC. Now, let me explain to you something I can never do. They would never allow me to live it down. I could never do that. I cannot be in the position of ES News Ellie and be over there, first of all, sounding the way he sounds and asking the question he's asking. First of all, the black fighter would never allow me, a dude that's 6'3", right? Black, from the South, in my 50s, right? I can never have that position, even though I would love to be in positions like that to have access to the gym. But I can never be in that position where I can say, hey, what color are your socks? Oh, those are nice laces. I've never seen those type of laces before. Oh, look at the soles of your shoes. What type of polo shirt is that? Did you get it on sale? Oh, man, I love that Gucci belt. Hey, what do you think about the Eagles that was seen flying over the goddamn highway and they decided to just land on the roof of a truck? What do you think about that? Bubblegum is going back down the way it used to be, 25 cents a pack. What do you think? You know what I'm saying? I can never get away with that shit. I could never get away with it, bro. I could never get the acceptance letter first. I can never get checked in. And they will never allow me that access like that. To be in there just asking questions randomly. Just asking questions. Black fighters would never allow a black content creator to have that spot. Never, never, ever, ever, ever. You know why? Because see, the stigma amongst black people was if a black man came in there and was sounding like he was any type of beta, right? Or just asking what has been called soft questions, they will automatically paint somebody as being gay. You know what I'm saying? So and so is gay. So and so is gay. It'll be some type of homoerotic insult saying, "Hey, so and so, man, I think he funny." That's what they used to say when I was growing. I think he funny. I think so and so funny. You know what I'm saying? They'll put their hand out and they'll flick that motherfucker palm down. They so and so funny. A black content creator can never be in that position. But anyway, moving forward, because it's not about him. I just had to, talk about that emissions, right? I just want to talk about something I said earlier in praising these fighters. I'll say it again. For those of you that say that you are a fan of the sport, kudos to you. I don't have an issue with that. Never did. You're a fan of the sport, cool. But as I told you before, I'm a fan of the fighter. I'm a fan of the sport. I wouldn't have put as much work as I did into this because you're talking about somebody who was over on Facebook just doing little administrative shit in groups. That's what I was doing when YouTube was on and popping. And I used to come and peek in some of these channels. I really was invested in coming over to YouTube like that. I was just on Facebook chilling, in the Facebook groups talking boxing. Whole different community over there. You know what I'm saying? Different community. Not in a good way. What I'm saying is a different community, right? So I was just doing administrative shit for people over in boxing groups. That's when I was writing a lot. I was writing a little short articles on boxing, doing shit like that. And then I decided to switch it up a little bit and start, getting on the road and doing all this other stuff. Cause I was still getting on the road when I was on Facebook. But, people kept telling me, man, do a YouTube channel, man. Go over there and speak. Go put your content up there. So I started putting my content up first, but yet I was still on Facebook just doing live streams. And that's when, Into Boxing tried to pick a brother up way back when. They got a hold of some of the brothers. If I told you some names, you'll be shocked. But, they picked up some of the brothers. They couldn't scoop me up, though. You know what I'm saying? They said, "Oh, we can use you. We can use you. Absolutely. We can use you right here, this, that, and the other." But, that was doing while I was having those lives on Deontay Wilder. And they wanted me to just drop that, start talking about Joshua and UK fighters and all that. And, really be restricted. So earlier, I was just basically mentioning Gervonta Davis. And before I get on that, let me get to this. Shot News, the Sauce Experience, aka Showtime Shot on deck. What's good with it? Facts, rock solid reporting. We can't do that. Andrew Charles on deck, World Combat Sports. Salute to you, IB, who I be. WCS said Big Blunt. Salute to the brother. Salute to you, IB. When real solid media soldiers ask boxing questions content, we be aggressive. Oh, for sure. Pop on deck. What's good? For sure. I agree with that. We can never be in his position and sound the way he sound and be accepted. They'd be calling us faggots, sissies, gay, all that shit. Then they'd be telling other boxers, man, I don't know about that, man. So-and-so ain't right. But see, they'll let a puppy, they'll let him wander around and get mad access for whatever reason when there's other media outlets that's trying to do those same travels. I've seen it with my own eyes, y'all. I've seen him have exclusive access. But like I said before, if it was a brother, a manly brother, an alpha-looking brother that attempted to try to get that spot, we dick riding. We dick riding. We clout chasing. We clout chasing. We dick riding. Dick riding, clout chasing. That's what it would be. That's what it would be right there if we was trying to get that access. I've tried to be a part of certain boxing because of the passion of it. Even at my age, right? I tried to be a part and hold integrity and everything. No, they don't want to do it. They want you to keep pleading and begging, bro. They see you all around, all around. I mean, when people in my own city wouldn't really reach out, right? And then I did a live in Vegas with no credentials. I went up there and I was fishing, no credentials, right? I did a live, and then they want to pop on live and say what's up. But you don't even really do nothing when I'm in my city. You know, when I'm at covering the events in the ATL. The trauma. Look, I'm gonna put something out there, right? Because people keep talking about viewership and all that, and I keep trying to explain to them, like, bro, it's much more than viewership. On the YTC, I understand that you're suitors. You tend to take this as if this calendar is a huge part of your life. I get it, bro, but you don't get no health insurance from YTC. You have to get, you know, the percentage taken off the YouTube, and then your shit is taxed, and then you get what's left over, right? I keep explaining to people, when I go in there for a health appointment, my copay sometimes is $0, $5, whatever, and that's for serious. I've had surgeries, bro, $0, didn't pay nothing. I'm trying to explain to you, God has my mind in a different place when it comes to this YouTube stuff, right? I'm not saying everybody else who takes it serious, they doing something that's frivolous. No, I'm not saying that, bro. I'm saying for me, when I come on here, I put in just enough work for me and my listeners. And you know, if I really was to be truly dedicated, I can do this stuff, but I have other stuff that I need to take care of. That's what it is. But I don't understand it, man. It's almost like a fog. You know how they say in the military, a fog of war? We have a fog of war that's going on in YTC where the shit is so cloudy in here, where motherfuckers are believing that this is a status quo for people to exist and get respect from a grown adult. That's not the status quo, bro. Like, this is just YouTube. This is just YouTube. There's no status quo in here for subscribers, man. You still got to pay taxes. You still got to pay your bills. If YouTube is providing you with a stipend each month, kudos to you, bro. Kudos. But this does not have anything to do with everyday life existence. It's a fog of war that y'all refuse to jump out of. And y'all are leveling yourselves down deep and deep in that fog, because you want to say the only way I'm gonna give you the respect that you deserve is when you get more subscribers. So what if I get 12,000, 15 subscribers, right? I'm still me. I get 15,000 subscribers. It doesn't change the scope of anything. You have people out here with over 100,000 subscribers, and they still have to come on here every single day, shawty. They have to come on here every single day. Scotty doesn't have to come on here every single day to pay bills. I don't. But I do appreciate those who look out for me and support the channel. I'm not saying I'm not appreciative. I'm appreciative. I'm thankful for that shit. Most of the people that I support behind the scenes, I send them cash apps. Every so often, I'll drop a super chat up on the street, on the boulevard. But I know Cash App, YouTube ain't got shit to do with that. They getting everything. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it, hands down. I feel I'm benefiting that person, you know, by sending them a Cash App and supporting the channel behind the scenes. Is that dick riding? Is that clout chasing? Y'all should think about that. I do my shit genuinely. For real, I do my shit genuinely, bro. I don't look for anybody's freaking cosign, pat me on the back, any of that. You know what I'm saying? You bless others, others will bless you. Do unto them as you will have them do unto you, period. That's just the way I look at it. Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz and more on deck. What it do, Bruce? True Media Today, USA. What's going on, OG? I gotta let Bruce know he the OG. You know what I'm saying? Bruce been around for a long time now. True Media Today, USA Boxing, man. Shout out to Coach Malachi on deck in the building. Peace to your brother. Grand live today, grand live. You know what I'm saying? Grand live for the Grand Rising. See it, UK. Shout out to across the pond in the building. Salute that WCS boxing as a sport, and people who are biased show their stupidity themselves. True words, true words. I just had some people hit me, you know, because I don't know if y'all know, but Scotty White at World Combat Sports is my email. You know what I'm saying? And I have some other, you know, Gmail, but that's the email I have for quite some time. I'm about to change it up a little bit, shorten it up. But yeah, that's my email, man. So people, you know, they sit up here and call me Scotty White. Like no one listened to my videos back in the day where I say, Scotty White at World Combat Sports. This is Scotty White at World Combat Sports. This is Scotty White at World Combat Sports. I mean, it's no secret, dog. They told me I was aggressive with clout chasing, but look at me now. Man, you're the media marketing agent, man. You know, maybe they thought they didn't know the clout you was chasing was greatness. You know what I'm saying? They may not known that, bro. So I had some people hit me up on the Tank Davis situation, right? And I just wanted to clear some things up. I wasn't saying anyone was lying. You know, I didn't say Rick Glacier was lying. I said Ellie was lying. Yeah, I definitely, you know, I didn't even mention him. Real talk. I didn't even mention him. But you know, there's some other numbers. I didn't say either one was lying. I was basically reporting and playing off the set of numbers. I was just reporting on that and speaking. That's all I was doing. And yes, you know, I like Tank Davis, man, as a fighter. What I say about Tank is genuine. Me and him ain't cool like that. Like I ain't been in his house. I'm not sitting up here doing anything. I showed that man mad respect. I wasn't clout chasing him. When he was champion, I did something genuine that I did from being a city guy who would have been in the system if I didn't go in the military, that was out here. You know, the gangs, I had gangs trying to pick me up ever since I was then running track. I never did it. Then when I was graduating, they definitely wanted me to be a part of something. I ended up going to the military. That was my goal. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I went through the struggles my first tour in the military. I went through some struggles, bro. It was tough coming out the city doing what I was doing, and having people in boot camp. The drill instructors put hands on me. Me end up putting hands on the drill instructor. You know what I'm saying? Being put in another position where I just went in that platoon and freaking challenged the guy, you know, on my first day there. I didn't even unpack, say, who's the guy? I asked, can I go in the gear locker so we can get this over with? And the senior drill instructor looked at me like, what? Well, you just straight up religion. I said, no, I just want to get it over with, because obviously, you know, when things like this happen, they think you untrainable and this, that, and the other. And the guy was like, okay, cool. So we went in there and got into a scuffle. You know what I'm saying? But after that, everything was respect between me and the brother. Mad respect between us. That shit doesn't happen anymore, bro. It's people that want to sit up there and say they're gonna do this and that, and they want to pick up a pistol and all this other shit. Life ain't easy, goddammit. But I did that shit. I don't know if you heard me say that. You know, when I seen Tank on the plane when he was champion and he was setting to fight Abner Mares, I was in first class and he had missed his plane or whatever. He's sitting back in the economy, and I offered the man my seat. And I have a trainer that can vouch for that. Did I sit up here and try to ride that? No, I just put it out there. This is maybe the third time me even mention it, because I have respect for the youngster. I rode on longer flights in worse condition, and I just felt like, you know, my love and passion for the sport. I said, champ, man, you can go there in my seat, bro. You know, and relax. You're a world champion. You got a window seat. You're a world champion. Man, I had love. You know, it was love, bro. It was love. I was showing genuine love for the brother. I done been on worse flights over, long ass flights with cargo netting, with freaking tactical vehicles and equipment. Big ass 47s in that bitch. Man, them big ass motherfucking military planes. You can smell the oil, the gas, the fumes, all that shit, bro. These little rides are nothing. You know what I'm saying? But once again, people say I was dick riding. People say I was clout chasing. Explain to me what I'm clout chasing, bro. I got sons older than him. What am I clout chasing, man? I'm not searching for no clout. But I will tell you this: it's only so much I can tolerate when it comes to the YTC and all the divide and people. I say this all the time, right? The statistics when it comes down to the YTC will always be based off opinions and facts. All right. Just because individuals sit up here and they may have rehearsed or recalled or pretty much not practice, but just reread and remediated, and became fond of the information to the point where they can regurgitate it to their listeners, doesn't make it a fact, because what you regurgitated to your listeners may be based off opinions. But just because you can talk it from start to finish doesn't make it a fact. Y'all need to understand it doesn't make it a fact, y'all. It's opinions and facts. Certain things are facts, cool, but opinions ain't based off that. Even if you say facts at the end, it's not a fact. It's a motherfucking opinion. So people felt some type of way that I was ass kissing Tank. 50 years old, bro. My voice might sound a little bit younger than what I'm actually am, but I do have gray hair, goddammit. I am in my 50s. It ain't no half stepping on that shit. That's a full 30-inch step right there. There's nothing I can do about it. But when I just hear people talking about you're clout chasing, you're dick riding, I said, where did this homosexual shit come from? Like, I can't be sucking on your girl nipple. I can't be riding her from the back. I mean, like, can we talk about some heterosexual insults? I can't be fucking your girl. I mean, goddamn. I can't be getting that chocolate milk off your girl left nipple. I can't get the insults like that. Shit. I mean, when I was growing up, it was all about taking somebody's female, taking their girl, man, talking to their female, man, whatever it was. All these dudes, I don't know, bro. It's hard for me to fathom. I didn't come up in this era. A lot of what I've learned has been over time. I'm still living, so I'm still learning. I'm still living. I'm still motherfucking learning. But when I was growing up, it was talking about, taking your girl, fucking your girl. Say, hey, I can take your bitch, man. You showing up to the football game? You talking all that shit. I guarantee you, it was all about doing that. But now it's just the insults. It doesn't have any authority. You know what I'm saying? These cats say it like it has authority, but it don't, man. It lacks the viciousness that it was when it initially started. It's been remediated so much this day and time on YTC, bitch ass nigga, dick riding, sucker dick. It's been heard so many times that even if you say it and pick up your tone with aggressiveness, it don't mean shit. It don't mean anything. It's just said too many times. Like, it doesn't matter how many F-bombs you drop and say, fuck nigga, you pussy, this, that. It's just showing that you're not able to carry on a dialogue without saying dick riding. Look, just visualize that shit, right? I want y'all to visualize that shit. Matter of fact, no, I don't, because I know I got a lot of grown ass men in my motherfucking chat, bro. I will never ask you to visualize that shit. Never. Never. Now, if you was in BFTV's chat, then he'll give you the visualization that you want. You know, you click the link. BF, hello, BF. He would get all warm and the chill bumps come over. Yeah, what you want? I just want you to say your punchline like you always say. I just love it when you start talking about the D. Yeah, just talk about the D. All right, fuck nigga, I get back in the chat. Suck my dick, nigga. You bitch ass nigga, dick ride nigga. You know, he'll oblige them, man. You know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth. He will oblige them. I don't know where this shit came from, bro. Okay. Plus subs try to sneak an event. I walked in with Shakur Stevens and Keyshawn Davis and told security he not with me. Facts, Newark. What I can't forget. You're right, man. You're right. I just don't know where we at with it. Seriously, it's something that's puzzling me, man. Like, it's not the disrespect of a woman though. But when I came up, I just didn't see or hear stuff like this. We might have said sissy and stuff like that. But when I'm talking about Tank Davis, I'm talking about other fighters, you know, even with the Deontay Wilder, Terrence Crawford, Teofimo Lopez, even. You know what I'm saying? Jahad Tucker. I will have people say that. They'll try to insult you saying it. Like, it can't be for the fucking passion. It can't be for the passion of the sport. How can I have passion for the sports and I don't give a damn about the fighters though? You know what I'm saying? How does that work in its entirety? How am I supposed to have passion for the sport when I don't give a fuck about the fighters? The fighters make up the sport. They're competing in the sport. So I'm supposed to say, I'm here just for the sport. I don't give a damn as to why I'm attending the sport. I'm attending the sport to see fights. Within this sport, have fighters who compete at different divisions. This is why I'm here. I want to see the act of violence in the hurt business called boxing. I want to see these fighters go in here and compete against one another. But there's no way in hell that you can have a love for the sweet science. Who's a part of the sweet science? Who is delegating the science? Who makes it sweet? So you have to look at a fighter style and say, damn, that's a sweet science right there. I like this, this, and this, and what they do. God damn. The fighters make up boxing. Take away the fighters, what do you got? You don't even have shadow boxing. Take away the fighters of the sport and you don't have shadow boxing. Remove them, you have nothing. Fistiano on deck. How you doing? Appreciate you pulling up. Shout out to Fistiano in the building. Major Key Boxing on deck. Salute to you. And shout out to Juice Lee, man. Juice Lee coming in here with a $10 super chat. On deck. The grease is hot, no doubt, man. Thank you for your super chat, brother. Appreciate you being in the building, man, and supporting the channel. Real talk. Sugar-free voice. You better watch your bitch. I'm about to take your bitch. I mean, back in the day, it was all about like showing a brother, like you wasn't even really on some serious like fighting shit. You like, you know, you talking some shit between one another. And, you know, it might be a competition, you know, who can do the most push-up, whatever. And then somebody say, man, fuck all that, man. Where your girl at? I bet I could take your girl. I bet I can have your girl, you know, I can make her my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I bet you won't talk about push-ups and all that. It won't be a problem, bro. It'll be too easy. Back then we used to talk about things that was heterosexually, you know what I'm saying, inclined. It was intermittent, like it always clashed. Like guys was more so talking about that type of shit. They weren't on this homoerotic insults all the fucking time. I just don't know, you know, when is it gonna go away? You know what I'm saying? Like YouTube is a very structured environment, but you can get away with it. Like Facebook, a lot of what you say on here, the language, you will get suspended. Your account will be suspended on Facebook. A lot of what you say on here, you can get away with on Twitter. All right. But my whole point is, when it comes to the facts and the opinions, when you give them, right, and you can just be organic with it, it's always going to be somebody there that choose to say, you know what, you deriding, you clout chasing. I cannot clout chase these fighters. I wasn't clout chasing Tank Davis. I was just basically showing him love because I do think he's in a small group of fighters in boxing that is extremely talented, and a lot of people don't give him credit because they want to continue to chastise him and what he's been doing outside the ring. You know what I'm saying? As human beings, we are judgmental creatures, right? So we're gonna finger point. You know what I'm saying? We are without sin. That's what they want you to think. We are without sin. Like none of us sin. That's far from the truth. They want you to believe that. They want to talk as if that's the truth. That's not the truth. We're imperfect. So you might have people that don't like you for small reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll meet people on the YouTube, and I remember it was a dude from Fight Hype, right? I had to tell this Buster. This is really the first time I brought this shit up, bro. He was down here in the A, and he kept coming to me. He said something about, Tank, right? Because this when Tank was fighting down here. I said, bro, who are you again? And he was talking to me as if we had a conversation. I said, nigga, we ain't never spoke. We ain't never spoke, bro. I don't know who you are. And then come and find out he's one of the guys from Fight Hype. I said, what is going on with you? What's wrong, bro? Like, I can't recollect the conversation you're speaking on. And even if it was a conversation, you're not making any sense. Like he was saying that of all champions, Tank was one of the weakest and all that. But listen, let me ask y'all this. If he's saying that Tank is one of the weakest champions, I always reflect back on Floyd Mayweather when Tank was still signed to him. It was Tank's open workout, and Floyd chose to take it upon himself and go on a rant about how many titles was saturating the sport of boxing. This was Floyd Mayweather, TBE. He was talking about cleaning up the sport. He felt some type of way that the belts was saturating the sport. It's nothing that he can do about it. It's nothing Floyd Mayweather can do to get to downsize those belts. Nothing. So therefore, since Floyd Mayweather, one of the top, I'm talking about top money-making fighter in the history of this beloved sport, if he can't do nothing about it, how are we supposed to sit on the YTC and bicker and complain about how shit is going when a fighter pick up a Reggie belt, when a fighter has world championships to his credentials, but just so happen he can pick up a championship in a whole nother division based off a WBA regular belt, right? And then Scotty, you know what I'm saying? And also they mentioned that. They say, I don't know why you're speaking in third person. I say, but look, Scotty, if I turn around and tell you that Canelo's first belt at super middleweight was a Reggie, you'll get mad. You'll get mad, dog. You get mad because I'm throwing you some motherfucking gems and you don't want to polish them bitches. Canelo went up there and fought Rocky Fielding. You ain't complaining, right? Because he went on to unify the entire division. But his first belt was a Reggie, bro. Nobody remember Rocky Fielding but me. So what I'm asking is a simple question. If y'all are mad about me calling Tank a superstar, pay-per-view superstar, right? Then who is a superstar? Name five fighters who are considered superstars right now. Before you do that, you need to give me an estimate count of how many boxers do you believe that's in the sport. Now, I don't care if it's exact because I don't even know. So you put that number down there, and then you give me 5 fighters who you believe are superstars in the sport, who are bigger names or equal names than Gervonta Davis. And I had this same energy about Deontay Wilder, man. I still got mad respect. I don't care who don't support Deontay. I support who I support, bro. But I'm just saying, I said the same thing about Crawford. You know, Teofimo Lopez, I consider him undisputed when he picked up the belts at 135. You know, people always want to drag that out to my he wasn't this, he wasn't that. It's all good. It's all good. But please, let me know who are pay-per-view stars other than Canelo Alvarez. Okay? Because I'm walking the dog on this now. Just let me know who else is pay-per-view stars other than Canelo Alvarez in the sport of boxing. So if you tell me that the amount of boxers that you believe that's competing in the sport is 500, just you know, you're just throwing a guesstimate out there. It's 500, and you tell me outside of Gervonta Davis, excluding Canelo Alvarez, who's pay-per-view stars? You say Errol Spence. Okay, Errol Spence comparable to Gervonta Davis. And then I'm going to say, okay, if you're saying Errol Spence, then we can say he's been on pay-per-view, but majority of those pay-per-views with 2 Garcias and an Ugas came in his backyard, right? Right? Because Sean Porter was on the West Coast, right? Okay, so then I'm looking at Gervonta Davis's freaking pay-per-views, and he's a traveling man. He's going all around. He's moving. He's showing versatility with different crowds, different demographics. He's not in the heart of Baltimore, and he's afraid to go out because Baltimore really not a boxing, boxing footprint like that. But my point is, he's basically coming down here to the A. He's going to Brooklyn. You know, he's traveling, just left DC. He's moving. So how can you sit up here and say he flopped? If Gervonta flopped, if Tank Davis flopped, then who's standing on all their entire 10 toes down? Who's standing on both of their feet 10 toes down? Which boxer can you tell me? Other than Canelo, Errol Spence, who can you tell me that's pay-per-view stars right here, right now? It's not Anui. It's not Oleksandr Usyk. It's not Anthony Joshua. Because back in the day when I was having these Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua debates, they was like, hey, WCS, Anthony Joshua sold out Wembley. So no, he didn't. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. The highest that he ever did in Wembley was with Vladimir Klitschko, who they went out and sought out of retirement. That's it. I say, he's been in Wembley before that fight, right? Oh, no, he wasn't. Yes, he was. He was with a dude called Matt Legg. He competed against a dude called Matt Legg. Nobody remember that shit. WCS does, though. They were saying Anthony Joshua was the biggest money maker out there. And, his pay-per-views is just crazy. I say, damn, Anthony Joshua pay-per-views over in the UK is different. And I was preaching that shit. I say, man, I'm waiting on him to come over here to the U.S. He finally gets over here to the U.S. and Eddie Hearns just turns into a circus. He goes into the streets and asks pre-designated people, did they know Deontay Wilder? And you already know what happened. Joshua pretended like he was signing a contract which had Eddie Hearns' name on it. So he came over here faking the funk and he got cooked. I wish it would have been Jarrell Miller, but Andy Ruiz got the job done. And the rest is what it is. Who else is a pay-per-view star? Look, if you don't want to hear the language of me saying that Tank is a star, you know what I'm saying? And he brings the people. He brings the casual, the hardcores. He brings people that speak of him word of mouth. He brings them to the arena. He brings them to the television. He brings them to the damn computer. to watch his fights. We're not just talking about the numbers. We're talking about star powers. Now, what WCS runs into an issue with these people is that they'll hear what I'm saying and they'll get mad. These cats will get freaking furious. The first thing they say is, man, he don't know shit about boxing. He don't know shit, man. He can't. But listen, I'm basing my opinion on what I think and what I believe. I never said the numbers was facts because I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? They're not giving me the paperwork to review. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. I think all this is good. Yeah. I think everything is where it is. Yeah. So you say he did 400,000? Oh, you're not going off that source. That's bullshit. Oh, my fault. I was just looking at the wrong. My fault. Let me put my glasses on. Okay, you saying he did this right here? Okay, cool. I mean, unless I'm looking at the documentation, looking at the numbers, the raw numbers, nobody on the YTC can sit up here and put facts on shit because you think you closer to boxing than I am. That's all I'm saying. These cats think just because they know people. I know people too. I have people on my contact list too. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I just move as I move, man. I'm trying to be in front of the line. I'm not trying to be in the back of the line, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do any of that. I ain't trying to damn levitate over nobody and throw rocks down on the motherfuckers and then fly away and shit, hide, come back, throw another one, go away, hide, throw another one. No, I ain't playing those fucking games, bro. He said, if you can't get blown off strength by the motherfucking King Mitch on deck. What's good, Mitch? Shout out to Mr. Gumbo, aka Hot Grease, in the building, man. Salute to you, Gumbo. Sucker free on deck. I be in the rafters of the fight, but the models be in my section taking pictures. Real talk. I'm not lying. They was over there. I ain't gonna lie. They was over there, bro. They was over there. And if y'all haven't subscribed to Coach Malachi's channel, man, you know, sub to Coach, man. True Media Today, USA Boxing. Sub to Coach channel. Shout out to Tyrese, man. You know what I'm saying? Sub the Showtime Shaw News channel. You know, they say he's a small channel, but he's a media marketing agent, and they have a future world champ. You know, he has multiple businesses going on. That's what I respect from every one of them. Just like Coach, he has all these other, you know, deals and things that he's doing in life to grow as a person. You know what I'm saying? I respect that the most. You know what I'm saying? Even Ness is elevated and catapulted his channel. He was out there in the front lines at one time, and you know, he's elevated, changed levels. He's on a whole nother level. Facts. People don't want to talk about it, but man, you can't hate on the Boxing Voice because they used to be right here where we was at. Yes. You can hate Ness all you want, but look where he at though. Andrew said Tank is global. Hey man, they want to keep on pretending like Tank isn't doing anything solid. You know what I'm saying? People are talking about him all over. Like Crawford was the one that was being, you know, plastered all over the YTC community. Now they want to add Tank to the Crawford, but Crawford is somewhat settled because they're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with Spence. Now is trying to find out. Now they want to, you know, they say, oh man, this shit's getting stale with all the freaking bashing, bud bashing and all this shit. This shit's getting old. Now we need to find somebody else. So they picked Gervonta, which is crazy because Crawford was signed with Top Rank previously, and Gervonta was signed with Floyd Mayweather and, you know, PBC and Showtime. So I'm trying to find out why they coming at him so hard. It must be a push for him to fight Devin Haney or something. I don't fucking know what's this tit for tat type shit that they want me to be a part of. Like it almost like they want me to wrangle up controversy between fighters. There's no such thing as non-biasness on this bitch. You're gonna be biased about something. I mean, it's no such thing as about non-body. If I'm bigging up a fighter and talking it up, that's what I see. In my opinion, I choose to express that narrative. If I know a fighter like Roy Jones Jr., right? Some of the best highlights in boxing, one of my favorite fighters in history. The things I used to see Roy Jones do in the ring was just amazing, right? But furthermore, to hear how people just disrespect every little ounce when he said what he said about Spence being beat, he believes Spence get defeated, or he believed Bud defeats Spence, and how people went in on the legend. Forget everything else he did in the ring. They just went in on him because Roy put it out there that Errol hasn't fought anybody. This was before he fought Sean Porter. He said what a lot of people said on the YTC, that there's no way you're going to gauge Mikey Garcia as being your measuring stick in the welterweight division, where people was trying to say you're going to the next level. So until he fights somebody, I can't call it. I don't know. You know, that's what Roy was saying. And then people would say, oh, Roy hating on Errol. Roy hating on Errol. I can name them channels verbatim off the top. They was hating on Roy, man. They was talking so much shit. You know, they wanted to talk about pads and all this. I was like, damn, it's like that? You just want to go in on a legend like that? Like, all because he made a comment. Now you see a resemblance, right? What did Timothy Bradley just say? I like Desert Storm, right? But he said he don't give a fuck about Tank. Just because Timothy Bradley said that doesn't mean I'm going in on Timothy Bradley, bro. That's that man's fucking opinion. Timothy went in there and fought. He went in there and allowed his hands to combat his adversary. He went in there and competed, not me. I didn't compete on the professional level. He did. So that warrants him the right to go up here and speak on this shit. If he say he don't like Tank, he don't like Tank. If he says Errol is what he is, he's ducking and he's giving him mad criticism. So y'all just turn around and dog out Timothy Bradley. And then we must not forget what happened with Andre Ward. You remember when Andre Ward tried to insinuate that Deontay Wilder didn't want that smoke with Tyson Fury in the rematch. You think I forgot that shit? They went in on Andre. Look, they went in on Ward, bro. They was pretty much telling a Hall of Famer, a man that retired undefeated, an actor. I got next. No, I wasn't even talking about you, Andre. No, I got next, man. I got next. You need me to go get you? No, I don't need no warm up. Just get my gear. No, I wasn't even talking about you, Andre. Man, shut the fuck up. I'm coming in there, man. You up here talking all that shit, Michael? Bro, hey, I'm just saying, when Andre said that, they turned on him. So my question to y'all again, right? And I'm being genuine about this. How or what is the format that we supposed to speak on these fighters? If you saying Tank ain't a superstar, then how are we supposed to have any solid words to speak on these fighters? How are we supposed to give them adulations? How are we supposed to praise them on their achievements? How are we supposed to recognize their credentials, man? Everything's supposed to be fucking negative, but yet people up here talking about D-riding all the time. You're D-riding if you being a dick. You busy want to be a dick 24/7 on YouTube. Oh man, I got to be destroying somebody. I got to be talking. Yeah, I get good views if I'm going in on another channel, but I go in on another channel for a reason. I just don't do it for fun. But how are we supposed to get any clarity in boxing? Like, what are the other pay-per-view stars that's out there besides Canelo, right? And you can't use Errol Spence, but they're going to try to use that because they love talking about his Mikey Garcia numbers, right? Which it really haven't been like that after that fight. And we really can't really sustain those numbers Anyway, everybody have 350, 300, 250. You know, they just everywhere. Just like Terrence Crawford's numbers. He can never win on a pay-per-view. Everything he did leaving top rank, they say is wrong. They say the man tried to go over there and negotiate and have transparency. That was wrong. People want to say things that like nobody else knows about this. We already know what the commission does. We already know that the commission approves fights. We already know the process on how that works. We already know who has jurisdiction. We already know how that entire process works, bro. But we're talking about a man coming over there after he's separated from a promotion. He gets no love. Tank Davis leave Floyd Mayweather. He gets no love. So exclude Terrence Crawford, put an X on him. Exclude Gervonta Davis, put an X on him. X out Errol, X out Canelo, right? Who else is it for us to praise? Listen to me. Who else is it for us to praise, bro? Who can give me a name that I can praise and big up when it comes to these numbers? Because I'm trying to take another pathway, but I need some directions, man. I need for somebody to point me in the right direction in this boxing game, that I can find a fighter that I can praise, that I can feel good talking about, that people won't say is dick riding. Who's another fighter that's out there doing pretty decent numbers pay-per-view? I need some help. Real talk, genuinely. I need some help. Just help me out, right? I need some help. Who is that name? Because if you put more than 500 fighters that compete in the sport, right? But yet you can only come up with one or two names that it leads people to debate what you're actually saying. Outside of Canelo, Errol Spence, Gervonta Davis, right? You know, let's just say Terrence Crawford. Put him in there. Once again, we got Canelo Alvarez, Errol Spence, Gervonta Davis, right? Terrence Crawford, so to speak, you know, because they love talking about what numbers he didn't do. Who else? Who else? You know, I'm saying, who else is it out there for me to jump in the right direction, drive that motherfucker, press the gas, and start bigging up that fighter? I'll give you 2 minutes. Let me go down to the bottom of the chat. I'm definitely for the sport. However, the added exposure and social media provides more and more unsatisfactory things to dislike about the fighters. Usually self-inflicted cap. I agree with that. But let me underline something that you mentioned. The added exposure in social media provides more and more unsatisfactory. That's what I'm trying to get past. The prefix that brings a word into a negative light. You know what I'm saying? Like that unsatisfactory. Why can't we be satisfied with speaking on fighters? And that's just the way that person feels. Whoever it is, whatever voice is putting this out there, whatever content creator, whatever channel. Why most of the time we feel that we're going to get our most views off negative content? I'm not trying to change it. I was just putting out a common reoccurring theme right here on YTC. Like today when I spoke of Tank, and then these people hit me up and tell me, man, you know, those numbers are not true. None of the numbers. We don't know. We ain't there. None of the numbers. But he is an attraction. He is a prize fighter. He is a star. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. These motherfuckers telling me he ain't stars. He is a star. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. He's a star, goddammit. If I believe he's a star, he a star. It's too many of y'all up here saying, I don't like that fighter, I don't like that fighter, I don't like that fighter. Okay, WCS ain't telling you shit. I ain't telling you, oh, no. You shouldn't be that way. I'm not. Dislike who you dislike, love who you love, and I'll do the same. But when you sit up here and say, okay, I want to reach out and influence you to join me. I want you to join me in disliking this fighter, this fighter, this fighter. We already have enough of that going on. You know why? Because we've been experiencing that with Terrence Crawford for several months, where you have a group of individuals that chose to be cowards, and all they want to do is bud bash the whole entire time. Now, that has somewhat, gotten old and stale. They want to bring in Gervonta Davis, man. Why? Why is all this shit got to be negative, though? Tank fights or events, you only know if you ever been to one. Yeah, man, Tank, I think that's the whole problem, too. A lot of these dudes don't go to fights like that, of these fighters. They only go to a fight of their favorite fighter. You know what I'm saying? Their favorite fighter, that's the only fights they've been to. They ain't really been consistently to fights and seeing how the people react, how the fans react to these fighters walking out. They wasn't in the building when Terrence Crawford made Amir Khan quit. They wasn't in the building. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't there when Deontay turned the corner and came out the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Looking like a king walking to the Coliseum, goddammit, to fight. You know what I'm saying? To go to battle. They didn't see that shit. All they know is, man, he ain't fought nobody. So a man with 42 victories, 41 knockouts ain't fought nobody. He ain't fought nobody. That's what they saying. But he went in there 3 times with Tyson Fury, bro. A known cheater who left the sport. Once again, we had a fighter in Deontay Wilder that didn't have that on his jacket. But a fighter who did, they praised him more than they did Deontay Wilder, who didn't have it on their jacket. So we go to Tank, right? Tank is in here performing in the ring just like Tyson did. He's knocking motherfuckers out. But they want to sit up here and talk about what he did outside. Once again, Timothy Bradley has his criticism, say he's a piece of shit and all that. Okay, that's the way he feel about the man. But don't forget that we praise an individual who did much, much worse. I'm not trying to provide any type of leniency. I'm not. I'm just saying I've seen Tyson in person and how they treat this man like a boxing god. And he's done way worse. Speaking of worse, right? I seen Edgar Berlanga has been released from Top Rank. I guess they looked at the biting incident as a little bit too much over the top. So Edgar Berlanga is now a free agent. Imagine that. I wonder how they would treat a Crawford or a Tank Davis or a Deontay Wilder, even a Teofimo Lopez, man. If they wanted to bite the clavicle of a human being and act like now they are a full-fledged platinum member of Cannibalist Team number 3. You know what I'm saying? They have a new secret cannibalistic team out to eat every and any human that they come in contact with. This man bit his opponent, bro. The only reason I'm making you aware of this is because I'm telling you, boxers do some weird shit. Boxers have been a part of domestic violence for quite some time. Boxers compete in a sport of violence. But we want to say, oh, Tank ain't a superstar for whatever reason. Like, who else out here is possessing the knockout power and the ammunition that he does in both hands with his height and reach? Who else? I'll wait. I'm just telling you, man, Please answer the question. Who else is out here, bro? Errol Spence ain't doing it. Terrence Crawford is stopping motherfuckers, but they don't want to give him credit, though. They don't want to give him credit. They don't want to give Tank Davis credit, and they don't want to give Crawford credit. So who else is out there? Canelo ain't knocking motherfuckers out all the time. But he does have knockouts. Oh, yes, indeed. He does have knockouts. I ain't gonna lie. I was pretty shocked to know that Callum Smith, went the full distance with Canelo. I thought all this legendary body work and the power that he had, he'd be able to get goddamn Wilt Chamberlain up out that bitch. But he made up for it. He got Billy Joe Saunders up out of there and got Caleb Plant up out of there. You know what I'm saying? He got Sergey Kovalev up there that, I don't know. He might not took all his Geritol before the fight. His legs came a little weak. He ended up being stopped. Okay, I got it. But who else outside of these two fighters, Crawford and Gervonta? More so I was talking about Gervonta because we're talking about the guy who's consistently on pay-per-view. That's why I didn't mention Crawford. But a guy that's on pay-per-view, like Tank Davis, who else is out there that possesses that star power and that attraction for people to come and want to see him? Like every Tank fight I've been to, man, it was star-studded. Like motherfuckers was sitting ringside to see this dude come in there and fight. That's fact. I'm just saying. I was there. Tank was definitely in contention for most popular American fighter. I think he's going to be blacklisted because of what he's doing outside the ring, unfortunately. There's been so many fighters that had domestic violence issues. It's been fighters who went even worse than that, been locked up, confined for that shit. No, it's Fiji water, IB. It's Fiji. It's Fiji water. Get your Fiji bottle today. NYT on deck. What's good? Drop your channel and catalog. These dudes don't even have the work you got. And man, it's hard to even speak on that because, what I see most of is just individuals that's talking about and what's on YouTube. And I get it. I respect it if they respect, across the board. But the respect across the board, the mutual respect ain't there though. You know what I'm saying? The mutual respect ain't there of, some people let it be known that, hey, you are on the front lines and you out there. They'll provide you the flattery. And, you salute them and tell, thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? But most of them approach is quite different than that. I don't know where this YTC is going, over the next years. I don't know. I only see maybe one channel excelling to a whole nother ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Because look how long it took the Boxing Voice to get where they at. So as I look at that, people can turn around and say, well, what about your channel? I'm not trying to be with the Boxing Voice. I was under a structured environment for 20 freaking years. I had to sit down a lot, stand up a lot, march a lot, run a lot, deploy a lot, fly a lot, march a lot, hump a pack a lot, delegate rules, be in leadership positions. You know what I'm saying? Be in charge. I did all that. I just don't choose to do it in retirement. That's all. But I do appreciate, sincerely the ones who support the channel, though. That's a great point. You just brought up a lot of hyper criticism fighters receive on social media is just some petty tit for tat shit. It's like kids saying, I know you are, but what am I? I have heard that in a while. I know you are, but what am I? I mean, when that shit came out back in the day, yeah, I know you are, but what am I? Yeah. I mean, this shit is extremely petty, man. But you know, dudes was feeling some type of way about me saying that Tank Davis was a star. And I'm saying, how can you, dispute what I'm saying? Star to anybody in life is an opinion. You know what I'm saying? People might reach down to somebody and say, like they were saying Bam Rodriguez, right? They say just Bam Rodriguez. He's a star. Why is he a star? Oh man, he moved up this amount of divisions and he fought for the vacant title. He won and then he defended it and fought the guy who was supposed to fight for the vacant title but got COVID and saw Rung Fasai. He beat him. Okay. So he can be a star for that moment. He became world champion. Then he decided to move, vacate the belt and move back down a division, right? Okay. But what makes a superstar? Or can we say superstars? How do you change levels to be considered a superstar? One is very obvious. That's the amount of butts you put in the seats. See, y'all can't use, so-and-so bring butts in the seats, only because it's your favorite fighter, butts in the seats. But yeah, Tank bring butts to the seats too. Isn't bringing fans and the casuals or the hardcore boxing fans to the arena to watch you fight, isn't that superstardom? Don't we always look and say, hey man, so-and-so, with so many empty seats in there, they ain't bringing nobody. They're not attracting nobody to come see them fight. But that's not the case with Tank, man. I've been to the fights, man. Motherfucker was packed. When he fought Gamboa, motherfucker was packed, dog. It was packed over there at Royal Farms when he fought Ricardo Nunez. I was there. The motherfucker was packed. Hating ass nigga gonna say, oh man, that ain't shit. Errol Spence, man, he packed the house too. Look, listen. I'm just saying Tank fights in different locations, different area codes. When you fight in different area codes and you pack out the house, that's called superstardom. Just like Crawford. Crawford's a superstar too. People know who Terrence Crawford is. He's a superstar too. Deontay Wilder. They can criticize him for all they want, but he fought the best heavyweight 3 fucking times. The man did what he needed to do. At one point, he was 42 in and 0 defeats, bro. 42 in, 0 defeats. Knocking dudes clean out. And they try to say, oh man, it ain't nothing but bums. He ain't fighting them but bums. Well, where's this cloning department at? Because I couldn't find any of the heavyweights that fit the bill. Dillian White won his shot, but he finally got it against Fury, got knocked out. Daniel Dubois, we ain't talking about him. You know what I'm saying? They're still trying to bring Joe Joyce up. You know what I'm saying? Joseph Park haven't got his chance yet. Andy Ruiz, we was just trying to see what he's talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? We got to see. But what they can't say is Wilder lacks heart. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have the God-gifted ability to have that TNT. He is the hardest hitter in boxing now. He is the hardest hitter in boxing. Hands down, point blank, period. No one's lifted him from that throne. He has the equalizer. Gervonta is second. I'm going to keep it tall. Most of them old boxers be hating and saying a bunch of bullshit, mad, inconsistent. I don't know, man. I'm not really talking about the boxers who work at the network there, Mitch. I'm not talking about Timothy Bradley and Andre Ward. I'm talking about the legends who don't work at the network. And I know, just like I witnessed with Triller, right? I know some of them have to say some controversy to bring more traction to them, or they get fired. If you're a boring ass commentator, you ain't gonna be on there. One thing I witnessed with freaking Triller was that I forgot the dude's name. God damn it. I forgot his name, but they took him off air and they gave him a lecture. They said, hey man, you want to go over there and be on camera all stale? That's not what we're doing right here. I want you to be loose, open, all that. That's when Al Bernstein got a whiff of how Triller operates. know what I'm saying? That's when I seen the best Oscar De La Hoya I've seen. Oscar came in that bitch fucked up, dog. Oscar came in this ATL fucked up. And he was on camera, man. That shit was hilarious, dog. I say, damn, if Oscar would have been that dude when he was going through the Floyd Mayweather situation, he wouldn't be so boring and shit. Oh man, that would have been great. But Oscar came on the air. Triller wanted you to be yourself. That's why Snoop was on there. He was keeping it lit. Man, they was doing what the fuck they wanted to do, talking their shit. I'm telling you, bro. Like, these dudes have to have a little bit of controversy. You know what I'm saying? They just can't be up there like they're criticizing me for. They criticizing me for the same shit that happens in life. You know what I'm saying? Good bows before evil all the fucking time. You hear people say controversial stuff all the time, right? So if they tell you the fighters that they like, right? Are you going to say these guys who stepped in the ring don't have a right to have compassion for the fighters? No. So if they like certain fighters and they high on certain fighters, are you going to say they're dick riding? Are you going to say they're dick riding? Because I still haven't seen people tell me outside of Canelo Alvarez, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about pay-per-views. Who else is a pay-per-view star? Pay-per-view wise. We're not talking about just superstars. Who's a pay-per-view superstar outside the Tank? Not mentioning Canelo, not mentioning Errol Spence. Who is it? Tim Bradley be boxing, checking his fellowship. He's a world champion, Hall of Famer, calling out his young brothers. Be keeping that shit fire, man. Shout out to Desert Storm, though. You know what I'm saying? EJ and Tank respect Bradley on the low. They know Desert Storm put in that pain. He did, man. He fought his ass off. He wasn't no punk. So did Andre Ward. But they've had some controversy in their time. And look, the YTC went in and goddamn start bashing them and all that shit. They look for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just for views. They look for the damn negative shit, bro. That's just life. I'd be just a young kid in the hood with that sugar demon outside all that trying to get something cold and sweet to drink. She had them insures on ice like champagne. The YouTuber KSI and Jake Paul. D-Ray on deck. What's good with D-Ray? What's good? YouTube just full of contrarians. YouTube is full of a lot of shit. But to get mad and say, I'm Dick Rod and Tank, I'm like, damn, do y'all fellas even, know what it was back in the day? Like, I look at the amount of time that is spent on here. Like, I want to do some of y'all, are y'all really in love with your girl? You know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all really in love with your girl? You know what I'm saying? Y'all spend a lot of time going at men, hard legs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all spend a lot of time going at other men. Shouldn't you be releasing that testosterone, that venting with your girl? Shouldn't y'all be out there, finding a way, if you're single, to get ready, hey, call your girl up and say, I just want to take you out for a nice one. Let's go out to the club. Let's go out here and listen to some live jazz. Let's do something nice. You know what I'm saying? If she want to go shopping, go shopping, buy her a hush puppy, a croc, 2 pairs of Crocs or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do something for her. I just hear all these dudes going heavy for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. This must be going at it. I'm like, damn, dog, your test levels should be high. Where's your girl at, shawty? Jesus, where is she, man? And they'll be the first one. They see you in person. and they with their girl, they'd be up there. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, baby. This was one right here. He was the one talking about I'm never with you, but I'm showing him right now. I have absolute unconditional love for my baby. Right, baby? Oh, yeah. Sounding like Carl to this shit. Not sure on the particulars of the Belanga and Top Gang situation, but from my view, they did a damn good job hyping him up. They did. They did, but it's good they released him because that conversation was buzzing about him facing David Morrell. Seriously. You know, that shit was buzzing now about him stepping up and facing one of the big names. Now it's going to be a little bit harder. It's going to be a little bit more difficult for him to get put in there with the big name, man. Tank is packing out arenas. I was sitting next to the actors from Chai at Tank's fights. No doubt. That's facts, bro. He was there. I seen it myself. He was there. Combat, as long as you're not drinking the Sunny, shit is horrible. You know, I drink what I drink. You know, every now and then I want to buy some high-end purified alkaline water. You know what I'm saying? Something to hydrate my body efficiently. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm old. You know what I'm saying? I have to drink stuff that's just gonna provide me that fuel I'm looking for because I'm old. You know what I'm saying? To this day, you already know one honor on deck. It's 2023. There's only a handful of stars in boxing. And none of them motherfuckers are global, in my opinion. Don't matter to me, though. I'll watch a local boxing match. But let me pop this question. Let me pose this question to you, Mitch. I'm not asking about global, bro. When did somebody look at the name super and they compare it to global? Can't you be a superstar in your own country? Can't you be a superstar? The answer is absolutely yes. You can be a superstar in your own country. Okay, did pay-per-view originate in the sands of Saudi Arabia? No. So I'm saying a pay-per-view superstar, bro. That's all I'm trying to ask. Like, who else is it? If we can't find nobody else, right? Y'all can't sit up here and deny this man his accolades and, you know, his flowers. If you choose to do it, it's on you, okay. But if you can't present another name that's equal to higher than Tank Davis, you know, Bud Crawford, Canelo, all these guys, then you just hating. It's not that many superstars in the sport, man. And there's a lot of contributing factors to call a fighter a superstar. It's a lot that goes into that. Seriously. It's a lot to deem a fighter a superstar. But for Tank, he's on pay-per-view, man. People want to come see him fight. He be packing out the arenas like Showtime said. And, you know, we've been there. I've been there. I've seen the stars come out and support this dude. I've seen and heard the way the crowd reacts to when he started to go on the hunt. We've heard it, bro. I think a lot of you haven't heard that when them punches be landing and the crowd react. A lot of y'all haven't heard that shit, bro. And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not speaking down on nobody. I'm just saying, like, these cats, they don't know when to stop using dick riding all the time. Like, that's a nasty act if you look at it, like dick riding. Like, do y'all understand how nasty that is? Like, dude, you're talking about something that you're saying that's all wrong for two guys who are heterosexual, you know what I'm saying, orientated, for you to say dick riding. You're dick riding somebody. Where do you come off saying that so calmly and so easily, bro? I don't get it. It's not for me to get, bro. It's not for me to get. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit right there is crazy. It's not for me to get. I had a video up here that somebody sent me, and I still haven't been able to find that shit, dog. I still haven't been able to find that video. It was funny, man. It was one that Martin King Boxing had made of that time. Damn, I definitely was gonna play that shit too. Because I'm like, damn, this is what y'all should be focused on. These weird, crazy cats to be up here threatening people. You know what I'm saying? And talk about setting a date and talking about F you for your service. And then think, people are gonna stop talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Just because they're giving interviews and shit. No, you say F you for your service, dog. I want you to explain that. But shout out to Team Davis, man. Y'all doing y'all thing over there. Shout out to Team Crawford. Hey, man. We know you're going to pick somebody. I see what's floating around out here in the headlines who may potentially be your next opponent. Hey, it is what it is, man. Fight who you fight, dog. Fight who you supposed to fight. They saying it might be Alexis Rocha or what have you that he may be fighting. But listen, we tried to get that dude. He wouldn't spin the block, and then it's on to other names. You know what I'm saying? So whoever that may be. And then I almost forgot, right? Let me take this thumbnail down. You know what I'm saying? Let me take the thumbnail down because I'm off that right now. But I heard, I seen where Boots, I think he put out a post, and he was pretty much trying to talk up. Let me see. Boots was trying to talk up Crawford and Spence as far as he wanted to fight him and all that. And that's all well and good. Let me see what Blair Cobbs is.
Single great
Listen to
fighter
Blair
out there. I'll
Cobbs.
beat all your great fighters. I'll beat all of them. All of them. Every single one of those fighters, all your favorite fighters will go down. Go down quick right now. And they can all get it. They can all get it. Got Jerron Ennis. You got Virgil Ortiz on notice. I will you up. Yes, you will fight somebody that can actually punch back. Yes, you will actually fight somebody that will actually punch your ass back. 8-week training camp. I beat every single great fighter out there. I'll beat all your great fighters. I'll beat all of them. All of them. Every single one of those fighters, all your favorite fighters will go down. Go down quick right now. And they can.
What you think about that, Mitch? I know that's your boy. Blair Cobbs, Mitch. I know that's one of your favorite fighters in the top 10. What you think about him? He called out Ennis, and it's a history between them. So he's saying, all your favorite fighters with an 8-week training camp, they're going down. He didn't mention Bud Crawford's name, of course, but he said Virgil Ortiz. I think that's a good fight after what we've seen with Ennis's last fight. I think he should fight Blair Cobbs. I think he should fight him. I'm being honest. I like to see Blair Cobbs and Jerron Ennis. I don't know about y'all, but I like to see that. Because Blair is saying, you will actually fight somebody who will punch back. That's a shot. That's a shot. You know what I'm saying? That's a shot at Ennis' last fight because his opponent was, sweeping the outside, keeping distance, trying to run him into a shot, counter punching. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the most entertaining fight, bro. It wasn't. Let's see Cobb boost. That's what I'm saying. Let's see Cobb boost. I want to see that shit myself. But Ennis was putting it out there that he want to fight, the names too. And like I said before, I love to see Crawford Ennis. I like to see that shit. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I like to see that shit. No ifs, ands, or buts. I believe Crawford will beat him. No, he will beat him. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. It's funny how all them hype trains who was hyping, Errol Spence decided to jump on the Ennis. They ain't dick riders, right? But they're just supporting the fighter. They was hyping up Ennis, and then he went in there and he looked subpar. Then they quiet again. Oh shit, let's redirect our target. Let's start talking about Tank Davis now. That's what we need to do. Shh, shh, shh. We're gonna stay quiet on Errol, okay? No Errol topics. We're gonna make sure first, Bud Crawford, you have any negative material? Any something new? Any new material? Any? Okay. If not, let's start talking about Gervonta Davis. Okay. Whatever we want to do. We don't want to talk about Jaron in his last performance. Okay. That's our next one. He's young. We'll be able to ride that train into the station and get some hype off that and get some views. Okay. That's what we want to do. So right now, our primary targets is Bud Crawford and Tank Davis. Okay. Good. As long as we have an understanding. I'm trying. Man, I ain't want to talk about it. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? God damn, that's crazy right there. I want to see Ennis versus Cody Crowley. I like that. I like that one too. I was just saying Ennis and Cobbs because they have a history. You know what I'm saying? It's contentiousness there. It'll be a grudge match for sure. Yeah, that's why I was saying it. But yeah, I like Cody Crowley, man. No doubt. No doubt. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that fight with Cool Boy Steph going over to Japan and fighting Inoue, and then Inoue saying, I mean, not Inoue, but Eddie Hearns is pretty much saying that, was it Eddie Hearns? I believe Eddie Hearns is saying that Inoue will fight MJ for the undisputed titles later on this year. So Eddie Hearns is pretty much hopscotching over Cool Boy Steph as if Inoue is going to win the titles, and then they're going to fight for a super bantamweight undisputed. I hope that's not the playbook, the reality playbook. I really hope not. I hope Cool Boy Steph go over there and defend his titles. I do. I hope he has a chance to prove to the people that he can step up and fight somebody like Inoue and get that shit done. Seriously. Run that too. Bud, Ennis versus everybody. You sure, Andrew? Ennis versus everybody? You sure you want that? You know what I'm saying? Ennis versus everybody. And ain't too many left now. You know what I'm saying? We're not sure if Errol's gonna fight Ennis. We're not sure about that. He's fighting his demons right now, so we don't know if that's at a catch weight or you know what I'm saying. We don't know what weight class that's in, but we'll definitely like to see a big name come across. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that is gonna fight Bud next, and then the hype is already in the air with the contracts being signed. That just goes to show you it's not impossible for a fighter at Showtime to make a fight with another fighter. I mean, like I'm hearing that Ryan Garcia is gonna get paid pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? And people are believing that this fight is gonna break records. This is gonna do high numbers. We'll see. We'll see, bro. Because the numbers that Tank put out with this recent pay-per-view, I can't imagine what it's going to be over there in Vegas. I can't imagine that shit, bro. I can't imagine how the numbers are going to be over there. Period. We get to see Caleb and Benavidez. Let's see how those numbers work, and then let's see what Tank and Garcia are going to do. But man, y'all be easy, man. Eddie is aware of those who ain't. Man, y'all be easy, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. I dropped a link down there for whoever wanted that link. You know what I'm saying? If you had anything to say about the topics, but oh shit. He hurt his back. Yep. But we'll chop it up again, man. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. Be blessed. You know, one love from WCS to all y'all that support the channel. I'm not just saying it. I mean it. Thanks for the dang super chat, Juice Lee. Thanks for the super chat, my brother. You know what I'm saying? And tune in to next time, man. Tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, but y'all tune in, man. I'm out.